So we're in Sri Lanka. We've been here for like over a month. Haven't really made any videos. Been super lazy, exploring, going around, working. So just videos have not been a priority. And so we've been here 1 month. It's been really nice. We're like literally a 5-minute walk away from the beach where I am at currently. I don't know if you can hear the ocean, if it's like super windy for you. The train behind us. Doesn't matter where we stay, there's always a train there. So we live in Dehiwala, which is like the suburbs, right outside of Colombo, maybe like a 10-minute drive. Colombo has like 15 like boroughs. I don't know what you'd call them really, but like 15 different parts of Colombo. And it's really nice. We're really surprised on like the infrastructure of the city and all the really, really nice places that you can go visit. Really nice cafes. They're all scattered around, right? And then there's a lot of really nice architecture as well. Roads great, public transportation great. We recently started taking buses, so that's really nice. Really cheap. If you're in Sri Lanka, instead of getting a tuk-tuk everywhere, just get a bus. It's like a little bit more crowded, but if you pick at the right time, it's definitely the way to go, and you'll save thousands of rupees. That being said, currency is a little bit confusing. Rupees here in Sri Lanka, rupees in India, rupees in Nepal, and trying to match them all up and figure out like what actually everything costs, because everything's like 10 times more expensive here in terms of money, like the amount of rupees, but it's just as cheap as like Nepal and India. So it's confusing. But oh, a little windy here. We've went and seen some really big malls. We've gone to the cafes. We've seen almost all the tourist spots here in Colombo, like Ganagaram or something like that. Really, really nice Buddhist temple. We went there. Massive place. It's like a couple hundred rupees. You go inside, you walk around. Peaceful place, really busy. Architecture once again. And they had this huge Buddha statue that we saw at the very end. It was probably like 50 feet tall. I don't know, 40 feet tall? Hard to measure, but it was like really nice. A whole room painted with a huge Buddha statue. So really cool. Yeah, we're really enjoying Sri Lanka. We're a little disappointed about a couple things. One, internet has been really shitty. Just, it's expensive for one, and then two, they don't really have like unlimited packages. So you have to get like certain data amounts, and you use those up pretty quickly. When we first moved here, actually our owner didn't tell us that there's like he has 30 gigs or 60 gigs. He's like, yeah, I use my internet, and we used it for like 2 days, like just Netflix at night, leaving Netflix on while we fall asleep and everything, and then just like all of his data's gone. He's like, I don't know what's happening. So we learned that lesson really quick. But our apartment here, really nice. We pay 73,000. Our Sri Lankan friends have told us that's a little bit too much, because we also pay for utilities, which was like another 15,000. But I mean, all in all, it's like 300 bucks per month for like the utilities and rent. We have a kitchen, huge living room. Maybe I'll make another video. I'm not so lazy. Huge living room area, dining room, living room, and then 1 bedroom. And then of course a bathroom, and then 2 balconies actually. So it's nice. Location is great, as I said, right next to the beach. I mean, I'll show you the beach. It's not as nice as it has been. It's a little bit cloudy today. And then Colombo, way down at the end. That was Colombo. You can see it on a clear day. You can see down to like Gulf Face, Port City, and then you can see the bridge and all the development down there, and you can see the tower and stuff. It's really nice. Just the you can almost walk there, but then there's like one little outlet, like a jetty, and so you can't quite make it. I think Sri Lanka is a really cool place. It's definitely not on a lot of people's like tourist spots, places to visit, at least the people that I've spoken to, right? Everyone hits up Asia. Like in Asia they hit up India, I mean, and then they go to like Indonesia, Thailand, and Vietnam. These are like the places known to be like cheaper, and then also better for like digital nomads and stuff like that. In terms of Wi-Fi, like I mentioned, yeah, it's probably a little bit better just because it's expensive here and everything. Also, we learned that cheese and milk and eggs and all this stuff is really expensive, especially during Christmas, because during Christmas time they raise the prices, tax it more. Just, I don't know, more people use it for Christmas, I guess, so that's really crappy. But yeah, Pooja's off exploring. She's getting some nice little seashells down by the seashore, going to sell them to Sally. And food is alright at the cafes, good food. We've enjoyed the coffee. They have a pretty decent coffee scene here. Of course, Sri Lanka is known for tea, we haven't had that yet. But if you go to like a local little restaurant, their coffee and tea is not that great, and it's like really sugary, and it's kind of this different taste. I don't know, it's not like, you don't get that coffee flavor that I really enjoy. It's like a sweetened, weird taste thing. So maybe avoid that. If you want some really good coffee, just go to a nice coffee like cafe, get that and stuff. Lots of tourists here, kind of surprised about that. Here in Colombo, there's quite a big like expat community, it seems like, especially if you go to those like the malls, the cafes, these other places. Into Colombo, you'll see people walking up and down all the time. So yeah, there's a pretty vibrant community here, so you can meet other foreigners if you really want to. I think we've only met a couple here on the beach, just like right in front of our house. We've met more Sri Lankan people, which has been really cool. We went and did a quiz, a Christmas quiz a couple nights ago, because today is the 23rd, I believe. Who knows when I'll post this, but December 23rd, 2023, and we got last place in the quiz. Granted, our partner didn't show up until the last round, so it was just Booze and I. It was like the hardest quiz ever, but we enjoyed that. Lots of activities to do here. I would recommend, check out Sri Lanka. Visas are cheap, easy to get here. They're pretty, you do everything online. Apply to extended online. You don't even have to go anywhere. So, yeah, all in all, I enjoy it. Puja's coming around to it. It is the rainy season, so that was a little bit bad timing on our part, but other than that, I don't think we have any complaints. Lots of kitty cats everywhere. This was just like a pure video of just regurgitating everything that I've seen and experienced here in Sri Lanka. So should have been more structured, but what can you do when you don't actually do any videos for a very long time? You just get all the information, and yeah. So in a couple weeks we will be going down south. Big expat community down there too. It's supposed to be really good for surfing. So Pooja wants to check that out, try to surf. I'm gonna try to do some skimboarding. I really miss that, love skimboarding. And we'll get some activities down there. So that's really it, that's all I got. I'll show you Pooja and the beach. And that'll be it. Pooja! There she goes.
Baywatch. Hayden's Baywatch.